In my previous video, I've recorded the tour of the Light Forge where I'm at right now, but I forgot to mention who is it for? Who are the pyramids for? What is the main audience, so to speak? Target audience. Who are you? So imagine something that creates magical atmosphere. Now think from that perspective. So the audience is actually any business that would like to have high client retention, have the customers entertain themselves while waiting somewhere, have the customers return because they feel something in the atmosphere, because the vibes that I created, it's something that is remembered. So restaurants, hotels, event centers, people that are looking for the gifts. I know that it's a big, at least in my life, it's always a big issue to find a gift that is unique and something that will be actually remembered by a person, not that he receives it and that he puts it into a closet and says thank you and that's it. But most people say, I would like to give something functional that can be used every day. Well, usually things like that, they're either bought themselves, they're bought by that same person, and eventually throughout life things like that, they are like depleted, so to speak. And then the question of functionality is actually very difficult to think about. So at least in my life, it's been a big problem to gift people something very unique. So as a gift, this is very, very unique, besides the fact that it's a lighting device. So it can be put anywhere: living room, bedroom, porch, balcony, patio, chilling space, ceremonial space, meditation room, altar room, anywhere you can imagine. The second of all that is very powerful is the symbolism. The pyramids are there. Each pyramid has its own symbolism. Like Pyramid of Ra is the embodiment of the spirit. It's Ra, sun. It has the properties of stability, masculine property, focus, service to the creator, balance, very masculine, structural. Even the patterns here, they're made of triangles, which is the basic structure, and then they form tetrahedrons. This is the basic, most stable structure in our universe. Pyramid Gaia, this is embodiment of the feminine. Planet Earth, Gaia in Greek, that was the name of the Greek goddess. So it heals. It's a symbol of love, symbol of healing, symbol of creativity. It got very soft feminine energies. And don't think that the Pyramid of Ra is actually like for males and Gaia is for females. No, this is the symbolism. Basically, each one of us has masculine and feminine inside. And in fact, when these two forces are out of balance, people feel out of balance. So men they have more masculine than feminine, but men without feminine qualities, they cannot connect with women, they cannot feel, and it's not a good thing to be a man without feminine qualities, and vice versa. It's not a good thing to be a female without masculine qualities. Otherwise you'll be all feeling and you won't be able to even connect with any man. So the balance is everywhere. It's just that each one has more of its own. So as a gift, that's very unique for newlywed. Even for one of the things that might be unique is for newborns, somebody that just gave birth. These symbols, they make your space filled with something magical at night. Your child will love this. It will structure your space. It will harmonize your space. It can be used as a magical nightlight. The atmosphere that is going to be creating in your space is so magical, you won't believe it. After some time, you won't imagine your life without it in space. I'm telling you, because that's how it happened to me. Right now I have them everywhere, and I can't imagine my life without them. That's how important they are in my space. They vibrate, they create the vibe that is so smooth, so unique, so magical, that I love them. I got used to that vibe, and I think everybody should have them. So as a gift. Another thing, they can be used in hospitals, especially in the birth centers. For example, I had a friend of mine, I'm going to show you something. She came to my place about 2 weeks ago, and she asked me to make laser cut engraved images of women, of goddesses, that she wanted to put in a birth center where she works. She's a doula, and this is one of them. So that's when I came up with the idea that, for women, giving birth is like a psychedelic journey. It's like the big trip. And when people that's been through journeys, through plant medicine journeys, they realize that when you're there, you feel the God energy, the masculine energy, the energy of the sun, the stability, and you feel the energy of Mother Earth. So the symbols, the embodiments of this two, the masculine and feminine, during birth is helpful, mildly speaking. So that's another direction where I want to pay my attention to, is the hospitals. Another thing is, of course, the smoking lounges. Most of the states right now, they already allow smoking, but people still, one of the main reasons I actually started doing them, it was my calling, and I wanted to make something magical when you travel into another dimensions, when your consciousness changes states, when you're in altered states of consciousness. You want something magical, you want something not ordinary, not TV, not plasma, not something very, very unique, and something alive. So when you do journeys, and I've done some journey in Hawaii, Maui, with the light portals and the shamans that were doing the journeys for already over 20 years, they were surprised, so to speak. They didn't even know what it was, but that's how magical it is. I mean, it takes you even further deeper, and it allows you to travel and to dig your inner self, to discover your inner self from another perspectives that were not even imaginable before. So when you're changing your state of consciousness, either on the smoking lounge or you're just sitting, coming after work at home, and you're relaxing for an hour or two before going to bed, or you're doing ceremonies, or you have event space that does the ceremonies. These are must have. I'm serious. I mean, you should see people's reaction to this when they're journeying these things that they take consciousness to different dimensions, different levels, and they help people to work with their inner worlds to find things that are hard without these guides, because pyramids, they act as guides. I have actually described that in one of my previous videos, that they get the person from, they get their attention from their head into the moment, into here, and they act as guides because the light is always moving, it's dynamic, so it keeps the attention from going into the brain, you know, the ego, and it allows people to find very unique perspectives at their lives, which allows them to change programming of their brains, to change the patterns, to change bad habits, and change their lives. I'm not kidding. This is how serious that is, because most of the time when somebody is working with consciousness, one of the main things is to keep the attention going. So the beauty that is dynamic, it keeps the attention going, but it does not interfere with your process of working with yourself, because it's not guiding you. It merely holds the attention and beautifies the space, but it allows you yourself to guide yourself. Basically, it just pulls your attention out from the head into the moment. It keeps it there without getting back into your patterns, into your fears, into your worries. And the more you stay in that state, the longer you stay in that state, the deeper you get inside of yourself, and you start seeing things that you don't regularly see, even if you go and meditate, you know, just meditate. So it's a tool. I mean, you can, of course you can meditate. I meditate, you know, I use a lot of tools in my life, but these are another tool that allows you to go deeper, submerge yourself faster, different quality. With light, you can actually fine-tune different spectrums. You can fine-tune the mood that you want, depending on what mood you want. If you want more harmony, more heart center, you put on greens. If you want more warmth, you put in the warm embrace preset. If you want go high, go travel, go creative side, you put the astrals preset. And if you want, you know, to kind of feel the love, like very like lots of love, feel your base, I mean, you put in the love radiance preset. If you want magic, you put the magical preset. There are 5 presets, the main ones. Actually, it's all on my website. But the fact that you can tune the direction and the dynamic element of the pyramids holds your attention, it allows you to work with your consciousness on another different level. So what else? Who is the audience? So I said restaurants, hotels, venues, retreat centers, people that like to travel. That's actually probably like number one. People that want to make very unique space and to retain customers and keep them busy, keep them not bored while they're waiting, or while they're, you know, in line or somewhere while they're having dinner. And then people who have Airbnbs, rental spaces. These are the things that are gonna be photographed and left on Instagram and Facebook, because after people, I know, remember I told you before on my videos that it's very hard to relate this. I mean, I cannot stress enough how hard this is to relay through video of pictures. Extremely hard. I mean, it took me several months to fine-tune the cameras, the angles, the presets, figure out what colors are not correctly relayed through the iPhone, because it spoils the colors. So people that look at this live, they're gonna be photographing this, they're gonna be putting this on their Instagram stories, they're gonna be surprised. And if you have a rental space, if you have Airbnb, if you have just a space that you do short-term rentals, this is gonna be the thing in your space that's gonna make a big difference. It's gonna make the space cozy, it's gonna make the space magical. You can teach your customers how to control this, how to adjust the vibe, and they're gonna be putting this, they're gonna be leaving you good reviews, they're gonna be putting this on Instagrams, they're gonna be recommending this place to their friends, and you know, it's a big deal for people that come to a new space, and to see something like that, guaranteed. If you put this somewhere in event space while people are waiting, you know, there are sometimes moments when there is time before the program starts or between the program starts. So if you put this, or if you put several of this, for example, I've installed 8 sets eight pyramids. There was 4 sets for one of the events that we had here on Bali, and people were literally coming to me personally and telling me how fucking amazing that thing is. And I'm like, no, you don't have to tell me. I know. And they're like, no, I have to tell you. So, and it was music reactive. It was a whole like small musical event, but people react to this in a manner that you cannot imagine. So if you put this in event spaces, it's gonna be these are gonna be entertainers, magnets, and something that people are gonna remember you by. I'm telling you. Who else? Event space, meditation, retreat centers. I had here hotel manager speaking to me, and they had a big problem with the lighting for the festival. And not only him, I had actually a couple other people speaking about lighting for the festival. You see, it's a big problem for any space that wants to organize something unique, beautiful. The problem is lighting. I mean, music is music, right? You put the speakers, you bring the DJ, and that's it. But lighting, quality lighting, I've been on many festivals, I've been clubbing half of my life, and I've been on many events here, and it's hard to find unique lighting. Usually it's just, you know, stage lights, some ambient light, and that's it. But unique pieces like that actually make personality, make it unique, I mean, it's hard to find. I've had people telling me this. I've had managers of the hotels telling me the same thing. It's a big problem. So for event spaces, who else? I think that's it. And for anybody who wants just to change their life, this is gonna be, trust me, if you spend $1,000 for this, or if you spend $2,000 or $1.5 or $1,000 on iPhone, this is gonna be well, it's a bad comparison, but anyways, I mean, I'm trying to bring this and to make this as affordable as possible, as low as possible, bring this into the world. And besides what I'm explaining to you, besides being, you know, beautiful, working with consciousness, these things are capable of changing lives. This is the reason, this is my purpose to create them, because changing life, you know, when you dig deeper, it's about your purpose. Because when you find your purpose, your life changes. I know a lot of some of you will tell, what if I have money? So what? I have a lot of customers that have a lot of money. I've been in any state in my life. A lot of money, then not a lot of money, then a lot of money, back and forth. And people that have money, they know that money solves 95% of the problems. But the thing is that the emotional, the mental states, the feelings inside of a person, they are not changed so easily with money. We go into different spiritual type of thing. So this solves that problem. Not solves, but it helps you to solve that problem. Because once you hit the spiritual crisis in your life, you're gonna be questioning why you're here, what is your purpose, what happens after death, and questions like that, the most important questions in life. And you're gonna be digging and researching words like spirit, words like consciousness, God, infinite, intelligent infinity, soul, etc., etc. I've been there, I've done that. That's the main reason I got connected, and I descended this from, these are not my doing, I'm just the hands, as I mentioned before. I'm just literally the hands. I have a lot of skills, and I've been in business world, I've been in not spiritual world for most of my life, and it's boring. It's fucking boring. I didn't know what to do. I was lost. So, who else? Gifting, personal business. If you would like to become a distributor, please message me. I don't have a set program yet. I have a advice from above that I need to share this. So basically, if you want to produce this, it's not that easy as you think. It took me years to get to this point. But I can teach you, I can give you everything. And as I mentioned before, the condition is 10% sales, so it's pretty much franchise. But of course, I'll be, besides the pyramids, all the upcoming designs and all the other portals that are coming up next year, I'll be passing them to you, to your workshop, to your place. If you want to be distributor, again, contact me. I don't have anything specific yet. And most of the time, when the person comes or when situation comes, I try not to think. I stop thinking like in global terms. About 2 years ago, after my ceremony, I figured that the life is so unpredictable that we can be preparing for years, but the decision is made in the moment, within 10 or 5 seconds, and it's made from the inside, from the heart. So I learned to think from the soul and to communicate with the higher guiding forces, and I allow them to lead me. I found out that it's much easier in life, and that it's much more beneficial for me and for people that I'm with, I'm around. I mean, it makes your life spiritual in a very pleasant way, A lot of things that I thought, that I knew, that I was playing, they didn't work. And more than half of my life I spent doing statistics for big companies. I've done statistics, I've done economics, I've done forecasting. I've done forecasting models for Amazon. Hundreds of thousands of products. I've worked with projects of billions of dollars. I'm very strong in math, statistics, financials, forecasting, economics. I can predict. I love predicting. I've done Forex. I've written several models, programming models for Forex. But after my ceremonies, I figured that forecasting doesn't work. There is something that is high and beyond our small ego. So the main point is to learn to trust it. So I learned to trust it, and I found my life to be much more pleasant. Who else? Who are you? Who are you? Who need this? Who want this? I think that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry for being not short. Sometimes it's hard to be short. But at least you're getting to know me, getting to know the place. Because I've been in the hiding for a long time. I got used to do business, let's say on the back end, because I've been in statistics and back end, like a manager in the back for a long time in my life. And then when everything became clear, I realized I have the potential to teach and to relay, and that's the only way to relay through messaging like this, through personal, so you know me, and hopefully I will get to know you. Any questions? Telegram, my Telegram is @ZenVizion, email trip@zenvizion.com. My WhatsApp is +1 725 333 4713. At this moment in my life, I'm located in Bali, Indonesia. So if you're stopping by, if you're going, if you're traveling, give me a call, write me. You can even come, take a look, and I'll show you the place. I'll show you this magical place where I forge the light. Thank you for watching. Namaste.